GSL.
What's up, guys? It's Tasteless and Artosis. Welcome to another day here at the GSL Code S.
That is correct. Another great group here today. Only the second day this year of our first season in 2015. A big fan favorite right there, MarineKing. Will he make it out of this group today?
This is going to be a lot of fun. Again, it's good to be back, guys. I know we had about 2 months off from the GSL?
Something like that.
1.5 months off, something like that. So it's good to be back here bringing these games to you guys now. But first, we're going to go to an interview with our 4 players and see what their thoughts are going into today's matches.
마이크 한번 잡아주시고요. 마이크
And our
없나요?
MC
있죠?
is asking the questions.
이영호를 잡아내고
upstairs.
하재상을
So,
잡아내고
San,
강추원 선수 올라왔습니다.
you took out
오랜만인데
Flash
어떠세요?
and Terminator.
아, 오랜만인데 한 4년
It's
만에
been a while to see you, though.
감회가
How are you
새롭고
feeling?
진짜 잘하고 싶어요.
그 경기장도 많이 달라지고 해서
Yes, I know it's been a while, but
않습니까?
I feel like it's my home.
아까 경기장을 어딘지 몰라가지고 한 5분 동안 헤매다가 겨우 왔는데 진짜 오랜만에 온 것 같아요.
그래도 오늘 와 보니까
He said he had a hard time finding our new studio. He was walking around outside for about 5 minutes before he found it.
Good freeze
네.
in 5 minutes.
개인적으로 어떻게 평가하세요?
그러니까 오픈 시즌 때부터 했던 선수들.
So you're here with some of your close friends like MarineKing and Yoda.
지금까지 살아있다는 자체가 신기하고 다음에도 그러니까 내년까지.
You know, I didn't expect MarineKing and Yoda to be here.
누가 제일 신기한가요? 지금 이 자리에 함께하고 있다는
Hopefully they'll go far though, along with me.
이정우 선수.
Poor
이정원
Soulkey.
선수, 이정원 선수 오랜만에 돌아왔는데 그러면 오랜만에 봤으니까 오늘 이정원 선수에게 한 말씀 해주세요. 어떤 경기 하자고? 서로 올라가자고.
일단 만날지는
So
모르겠지만.
it's been a while to see MarineKing here. Any words to say to him?
네, 오늘 멋진 경기 기대하겠습니다. 옆에 김민철
But I'm not
선수.
sure I'm going to meet him.
김민철 선수 꾸준히
But I
올라오고
have great
있어요.
matches against him. So on over to
이번
Soulkey.
시즌 임하는 각오가 좀 남다를 것 같은데 어떠세요?
네, 일단 여기 떨어지면은 백수가 되기 때문에
How are you feeling tonight, Soulkey?
올라가고 싶어요. 많이 좀 더
네.
간절하게 좀
Right, if I'm
원하고
eliminated tonight, there's not going to be any more matches for you to play.
지금 올라가는 선수들이
So,
나오고
frankly, I'm
있는데
pretty
이병렬 선수
desperate.
올라갔고 좀 이번 시즌 욕심이 좀 클 것 같은데요?
일단 32강에서 떨어져 본 적은 없기 때문에 그래도 16강은 갈
I
거라고
guess you have a huge desire to win this time, huh?
오늘 비조는 좀 어떻습니까? 라인업이?
You know, I don't
다
think it's actually going to be that hard to make it to the round of
생각을
16.
그래도 올라갈 가능성이
Personally,
높다고 생각해요.
I think all 3 of my opponents
네,
are pretty
그 외에
good.
예전에 그런 거 있잖아요. 저희와 같이 그
But I can still
블리즈컨
do it.
중계할 때 이제 해설로 한번
기가
왔었잖아요.
막혔죠. 아, 저 무건 해설은 잊을 수가 없을 것 같아요.
그때 이제 해설을 하시면서 이제 앞으로 게임에
So we had a chance to have you as a commentator during BlizzCon. I didn't know about that actually.
어떤 연습을 많이 했나요?
네, 해설은 완전 저랑 안 맞는 것 같더라고요. 그래서
You did say that
게임
when you're commentating next time, that you would do your best to make the BlizzCon next time instead of commentating it. And he says, yeah, I've been practicing really hard. I'm really hoping to make it this time.
이정훈 선수 핫식스컵에서 정말 좋은 추억을 만들었고 이제 본격적으로
So,
GSL에 물을
MarineKing.
두드리고 있는데
You showed some great
예선을
performance in the Hot Six
뚫고
Cup.
네, 안녕하세요.
And
네.
you've coming up from the preliminary matches. You're here now. How do you feel?
잡아내면서 저그 잡는 킬러로 이름을 알릴 수 있는 기회를 만들었는데 우리 김민철이에요. 어때요, 김민철은요?
So your first opponent, Soulkey, one of the best Zergs in the whole world. How do you feel?
제일 잘하는 적이라고 생각해요. 그래서 좀 힘들 것 같아요.
Personally, I think he's the best Zerg out there, so it's going to be pretty tough for me.
제가 이길 수 있는.
What about San? What are your thoughts on San?
예.
He says, yeah, he's
저희
beatable.
오랜만에 돌아온 최병현 선수는요.
And what about Yoda?
예, 좀 많이 만나본 적은 없는데 옛날에 많이 만나봤었는데 되게
I haven't had many chances to meet Yoda.
재능 있고 잘하는 선수라고 생각해요.
역시 냉철한 판단가예요.
I met him a long time ago and had some matches. I think he's pretty
이번
smart.
시즌 목표 한번
He
들어볼게요.
looks like he's in a trance over there. Does he know that is he a ghost? Does he know that we're filming this?
얼마 전에 이제 양대 예선에 올라가고 많이 들떠가지고
So I qualified for both the
좀 되는
individual leagues.
놈인가 싶었는데 바로 3대0으로 떨어졌거든요. 다른
정명훈
대회에서.
선수에게.
I'm feeling pretty confident. I think I can make it this
역시
time.
내주제 무슨 양대냐 하나만 열심히 해서 꼭 결승까지는 일단 가보자 이런 마음가짐으로 왔고
But when I was eliminated in the round of 32 in the other individual
꼭
league,
올라가야죠 이번.
this is now the only individual league
지켜보도록 하겠습니다.
I'm in, so it's really important for me to make it to the next round.
자, 지금 이
Alright, now to
선수
Yoda.
3명을 좀 잘 안 쳐다봤습니다. 나름대로 이제 생각에 좀 잠긴 듯한 그런 표정이었는데.
So Yoda, you haven't made any eye contact with
GSL 무대 어떠세요?
the other three opponents you have. What's going on?
오랜만에 돌아왔는데 여기 엄청 많이 와봐가지고 뭔가 익숙해서 오랜만에 왔다는 느낌.
Yeah, I'm just sitting back. It's been a while.
속한 3명의 선수.
But it feels good. It feels nice and familiar to be back in the GOM studio.
어떤 생각이 좀 들었어요?
일단 다 약간 좀 빡세신 분들이라서 네, 좀 철저하게 준비했고 일단 초원이 형한테 그러니까 토스전을 최근에
You know, all three of my opponents are really tough. They're all really great players.
잘하거든요. 그래서 오늘 좀 보여주고 싶어요.
그래도 지금
And recently I'm really bad against Protoss.
엄청나게
So I've just been
업그레이드가
focusing
돼서
on
좀
training versus
좋았거든요.
Protoss. Anyways, I'm feeling
보세요.
pretty confident today.
강력한 포스가 좀 느껴지잖아요. 가운데서 뭔가 좀
약간 뭐
물풀이 나올 것 같은 그런
메가트론
느낌.
느낌도 나고요.
메가트론 그런 느낌 납니다. 좀 그 전체적으로 좀
Just says, look at Sam over there. He's looking pretty strong with that uniform. He says it looks like it's got a transformer on it.
제가 그 준우승 한 시즌에 초원이 형 16강에서 2대0으로
Looks like a flash wolf to me.
2대0으로 이길 것 같아요.
알겠습니다. 이네요.
You know, in the past when
지켜보도록 하겠습니다. 그럼 끝으로 강초원 선수.
when I was the runner-up,
먹고 있는데
I
마이크 한번
beat him
들어보세요.
in the round of 16 and round of 8.
강초원 선수, 최병현 선수
Alright.
이야기대로
Let's see if there's
오늘
any
많이
saltiness
바뀌었게요.
here from San. So, San,
제가,
according to Yoda,
네, 사실
you're going to be
아까
eliminated. This is going to be your last match. Any thoughts?
그래서 좀 약간 이미지 트레이닝 위주로 준비했는데 그 정도
I had a little shoulder problem at that
충분할
time.
것 같아요.
야, 역시 거기다가 강초원 선수가 황영재 라인이잖아요. 예.
But you know what? With his play style, even with a shoulder problem, I could beat him.
괜찮습니까?
그게 일단 무슨 라인인지는 잘 모르겠는데
닮았어요.
네, 필이 좀 충분합니다, 저와.
예.
일단 좋은 것 같아요.
알겠습니다.
네.
받아들이면서 쭉 이어가도록 하겠습니다. 저희는 잠시 후에 본 경기로 찾아오겠습니다.
Oops, sorry guys, we missed that one. All right, it's time to start our matches. We are here at the second day of the GSL Code S. It is the round of 32, and I think it's going to be a lovely day.
Well, Tases, it's passed from day into evening at this point. A splendid evening, I would say, is what is ahead of us.
Okay, I'll take that. We got a lot of great players here, players who have been around for a long time in the GSL, players like MarineKing and San.
San from Season 1.
Yeah.
Perhaps the worst player in Season 1.
If you weren't watching back then, he was the player who blocked his fast expansion nexus with a poorly placed pylon.
Yeah. It was
That
pretty
bad.
brutal. It was
and we were even saying back then, I know I specifically said this, I said, we will never see this guy in a GSL ever again. Like when you make a mistake like that, it can't fast expand.
he had a couple rough seasons, but eventually he got really good.
He stuck with it.
Yeah.
Serious respect for that. And he's back. Let's see how he does today.
It's interesting. This group is actually a pretty tough one to call, I would say, because like
I think so.
Soulkey is doing well. Like, you know, a few seasons ago, we'd just look at it and be like, oh, I mean, Soulkey's probably going to win GSL, so of course he's going to crush this group. I don't think it's that easy this time. I think Soulkey probably still gets out, but MarineKing's playing well recently.
I was surprised at how well he played in the Hot 6 Cup.
MarineKing?
Yeah, I was pretty. I mean, I know he's very good, but I didn't think he was going to get that far.
No one did.
Compared to who he was against.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll have to see. Maybe he'll be pretty dominant this time around. Maybe the Hot 6 Cup was a bit of an anomaly. It's possible that his opponents in the Hot 6 Cup didn't think he was going to play that well either and maybe underestimated him.
Well, he did like 6 Protosses in a row, and they all cheesed him every game until SOS finally killed him with cheese. Kind of an overgeneralization. But yeah, I mean, I feel like that was a little bit of a fluke, and I know that there's a ton of MarineKing fans, and you all hate me because I'm always saying he's going to lose.
I hate you.
Yeah.
No, there are some diehard MarineKing fans.
Oh, yeah.
Look, the guy has been very emotional when he loses. And, you know, I think a lot of people can rally behind that. Go, I want to see this guy.
Of course.
I want to see this guy win. I want to see this guy come out on top.
But, I mean, he is playing well, though. And you can see here, he took out Dark and Symbol. And Dark is quietly maybe the best Zerg in the world right now. So that's pretty darn impressive what MarineKing has done. You look over on the side of Soulkey, it's not nearly as impressive, right? Like, he took out Boong Boong and Keen to get here. Boong Boong and Keen, that's not the same level as Dark, right? And he lost to Bomber, but anyone can lose to Bomber, so I don't know. It's a hard one. I think this first match could go anyway. Absolutely anyway.
We'll have to see how this unfolds. I would say Soulkey favorite here, though.
I favor him just slightly as well.
Yeah.
The other match is kind of hard, too. Like, Son has beaten some badasses to get here. Wow.
Welcome to the studios, guys. You can come down here anytime. Entry's free. Well, not anytime. Don't come in the middle of the night, okay? We actually locked the place up. But come down here when we're casting games, and you get it here for free. We got some giveaways. You can make a sign, enter into some drawings.
That's right. You get a GSL coin just for showing up.
Yeah. And I believe you have the opportunity to get a movie ticket too.
If your sign gets on the
If
screen.
your sign gets on screen, and it probably will. We pretty much put all the signs on screen.
We pretty much mapped it out. Like on Wednesday, 4 people showed up with tasteless signs, none of them shown. So you probably want something about Artosis, maybe about Zest and how you miss Zest and he should be here, and you know, signs like that. So that will win you either 2 GSL coins or a movie ticket to American Sniper. So definitely do that. You still have time to go do it. This show is very long. We'll catch your sign on camera probably.
You could be right in the middle of South Korea and take a train up here, probably get here in time.
Maybe. If you're on the train right now,
Right now, yeah. Like if you're just like standing by the train and you're thinking about getting on and you're watching this on your phone being streamed to you.
Yeah, you can't be in Busan, but maybe, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe Daejeon. You can get it from Daejeon.
I bet you could. I guess you jump out of a plane, probably from Busan, parachute out of a plane.
Yeah, well, if you parachute out of a plane, I guess you could be pretty far away. You could be in Shanghai right now.
Yeah,
that's true. Parachute out of a plane onto the studio if you're good enough.
Onto the helipad on the roof.
Yeah. There's a little tube from the roof that leads to the casting desk. That's where I go from. I parachute out every day into the studio.
I was watching this documentary actually about base jumping. The guy that invented base jumping.
Yeah, I bet he died from base jumping.
He did. It was very sad.
No.
But he was he did like pro ski and pro snowboarding and all this stuff. And eventually got to the whole habit of he would ski down a mountain and then base jump off that. Well, this like taking his skis off.
Wow.
But
that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're not that kind of extreme. What we are is I will play computer games for 12 hours today. That's my kind of extreme.
When Son said he had a shoulder problem and that's why he lost to Yoda before, that really struck home with me. I know them pains.
Yeah, I got some tendonitis because I've been playing too much. I'm not on my A game. So in this TvZ, it's going to start out on the map Overgrowth. This is a map we've seen a lot of. Again, I think Soulkey probably the favorite here. I don't think most people can disagree with that.
I think a lot of people would say MarineKing right now. But
you think so, even over Soulkey?
I think a lot of people would favor MarineKing right this second over Soulkey, but
he's against a Zerg. He's against a Zerg here.
Yeah,
he was beating Protoss.
That's true. It's true. He's had some decent victories against Zergs recently, but no, I'm going with Soulkey Tasis.
All right, let's do this. Game number 1 is loading up here between MarineKing and Soulkey here at the GSL Code S. In the upper right, in the red, all the way back from the early days of the GSL.
MVP MarineKing.
One day he'll find the right girl, and that'll be the Marine Queen.
Yay!
Tasteless and his dad jokes, man.
TCM Soulkey.
Great.
Sickest intro.
Great job.
In the bottom left, Soulkey. A very, very scary Zerg. Not a lot of flashy stuff normally with his play. Just very solid.
Yeah, he's like a super Zerg. He's one of the ones that also will mix up enough. He's actually someone that MarineKing should be a little bit afraid of because Soulkey will do things like early pulls.
Oh, you know what?
And
That's true. What am I saying? He did do a bunch of early pull stuff.
Yeah, he mixes it up like a sufficient amount that you can never tell what he's doing, and his macro is one of the best in the world. So Soulkey he's a god Zerg. He was the best Zerg in the world for a long time. I wouldn't put him as #1 Zerg in the world right at this second, but he's definitely up there.
Well, he's going to go ahead and scout into the main now. And we have Terran going for a barracks and a quick gas.
I wonder if there'll be a Reaper that kills up to 1 Zergling.
There's a chance of that, Artosis.
I wonder if that'll happen. I wonder if drones will be made into extractors and or spores.
I don't know where you found that crystal ball you look into to see the future, but
it could happen. I don't know. Maybe. There could be a Hellion follow-up even.
Yeah,
that
there
pushes
could be.
back a creep tumor or two. Could happen, Tases. I don't know.
This is the early game inconsequential stuff of a TvZ.
It's the to and fro is what it is. It's just
He's one of our gum chewers, by the way. Chewing gum.
You know when Indiana Jones gets in the temple, he has to spell out Yehua or something like that? Yahweh. I don't know. Whatever it is.
You had to spell out Yamaha.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Pianos.
Well, it's like as if you worked in that temple and you had to spell that out every day.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You know, it's like it's hard for Indiana Jones the first time he does it. But like if he had to do it every day, you like hop right over. You're like, all right, yeah, I spelled it out. I didn't get stabbed by spears. That's oftentimes the early game in this matchup with the Reaper into the Hellions and stuff. It's like, okay, no, I know how to do this. The Reaper's not going to die, but it's still not going to kill anything unless someone screws up.
I like that.
Yeah.
Which one is that? Raiders of the Lost Ark? We fell through that.
God, the names, I'm bad at attributing the names.
I think it's Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah, it is. No. That's
no,
Last
that's the
Crusade.
one.
Last
yeah,
Crusade.
that's the one with the goblet, the shiny goblet.
Wait. No. It is Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I don't know what
That's
one
the one.
that's
That's the
named.
one that.
I don't
No,
know what
wait. Okay, wait. No, that has to be Last Crusade. It's definitely not Temple of Doom. We know that much.
Hey, look. The Reaper made him into an extractor. Sick. All right.
So this is early game TvZ, mapped out to a T. Okay, it was the Last Crusade.
Okay.
I know that for sure.
Yeah, I'm not going to commit to the which movie is named what. It's
I will.
It's
I'm
hard to
put myself
remember.
out there. Raiders of the Lost Ark is the one where they open up the Ark and they're tied up, and it's actually the one where. Oh my God! Okay, now that's not normal at TvZ.
No, you're not supposed to.
We weren't expecting that. Yeah, usually they keep that alive forever. You realize in Raiders of the Lost Ark, he never actually had to be there to stop the Nazis from being there. They never actually stops him from getting the Ark. They actually just get the Ark, tie him up. All you had to do was close his eyes. Indiana Jones is not necessarily.
But his dad was already going to be there. His dad would have
That's
died
Last
if he wasn't
Crusade.
there.
You're thinking of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I'm thinking of the one where they get the goblet.
Okay, that's Last Crusade.
Okay, yeah. I mean, they choose on their own their own goblet.
But
his dad.
But that's not the movie I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm just. Okay.
All right.
No, I have to rewatch the Indiana Jones movies. It's important.
You should actually.
Yeah, I
You
like
should
them.
watch.
They're
You
awesome
should be watching. I go over to your house and watch that with you actually.
Okay. I'll do that.
We got an Overlord over here in the upper right. He's going to come in here and take a peek a little bit later on, see what the Terran's tagging to. The starport's just being landed, so he started Cloak and then he canceled it, if you noticed there. So
well,
that's interesting. I guess he's not going to go for the Cloak then at all.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't quite catch that, but I mean, it's pretty standard here, right? Hellion Banshee. We do have pretty quick speedlings from Soulkey, so Soulkey's playing it a little bit differently. You know, oftentimes we see a quicker third base out of this, but instead he's getting his Baneley Nest, he's going right up to his lair, and he's adding a lot of gases right now, which does make me wonder if he's going to go for like a really quick Spire here. And, you know, I do want to point out as well, like, MarineKing is not pigeonholed into strategies like he used to be. Like, if you remember, if you're an old fan of MarineKing, and you remember him back in the day and you haven't seen him recently, he won't just always only do the same thing anymore. You know, he used to be known for doing things like going CC first a whole bunch, always going bio, stuff like that. He will mix in mech nowadays. He will change up his strategies more often, which is part of the reason I think why he's being successful now. But
yeah, I think when we saw him, even though he was very, very good back then, it was almost reminiscent of a top-level ladder player.
Yeah.
Like, he does this one build over and over and over. He's got it down to a T. But this is when we see an even more developed top player here. Oh, my God. Is he going to just lose this Banshee?
Ooh. Yeah, you generally don't want to use a Banshee like that. That was definitely a bit of a mistake there, but
that's unfortunate because now he can't do really any harass with that. It's way too brittle.
Yeah. It is way too brittle.
Yeah, I threw that one out there.
Yeah.
I like way too damaged, way too weak. I said way too brittle.
Yeah. It can be repaired out of its brittleness, though.
Yeah.
Now, we do have, of course, that quick Spire. He is going for this quick Mutilus tech, and this is kind of like a funny build. We do see it from time to time, and in fact, Soulkey has done it every now and then recently. And you know, just to go for such quick mutas, it kind of. It's hard to describe exactly what it does to your game, but the mutas have to do something. They can't do absolutely nothing. Like they're going to help, obviously, to shut down Banshee Contain like hugely. Oh my God!
Oh my God!
I can't
believe you lost the Banshee.
Oh
this
man,
is such a strange.
That's really
such a strange game we have here.
That's hurtful right there. Losing that Banshee. He's done like no damage to the Banshees. Really nothing with the Hellions.
The price of a Banshee for it to not do any damage. Ugh. Looks like he actually wants to sandwich this Banshee in over here. I don't see a Queen coming down. Oh, wait, there's a Muta right now.
No, he's still.
And now
I
we really
mean,
get to see how
kills.
slowly one Muta will kill a Banshee. There we go. A few more come up.
Yeah, I think you got about 6 kills with that.
Yeah. More than I expected.
And nice quick baneling speed and everything. But look, there's already turrets up. These mutas aren't really going to do all that much. So MarineKing's pushes are going to be...
He's got a bad rally there. Okay, he pulled back. That's good.
MarineKing's pushes could be like a little bit stronger in comparison to what Soulkey has, because he's basically put all his money into teching up as opposed to getting his economy going. So we'll see how Soulkey ends up dealing with that. You know, the quick baneling speed is nice. His 1-1 is a little bit slow in comparison to 1-1 of MarineKing. So I feel like MarineKing actually is going to have a really nice attack that's going to be kind of tough to stop. But, you know, he took no real damage from the harassment, so that's good at least.
The mutas are backing out now. The 4th base is being taken now for Soulkey. This is a tough 4th base for Terran to push. The 5th base is probably going to be the point of... Oh, my God.
That's a nice kill. Look at that.
Was
oh,
that
my God.
actually... Was that one that was sent to a bad rally? Because we saw earlier the medevacs coming out.
It could have been, but because there are other units out there, I think he may have attacked.
You know, honestly, MarineKing just looks kind of sloppy here.
Yeah, he's playing very sloppily. To already have lost a Banshee and to now have look at the things he's losing here. He's attacking these mutas with things that don't hit flying units.
I was going to say he's moving forward with Marines here. I almost feel like MarineKing is a little bit distracted here.
I mean, I take back everything I said before about Soulkey not going to be able to have enough. Like, now he's done a lot of damage with these mutas. He's actually done a fantastic job, and this has been sloppy for MarineKing. I'm
going to lose the reactor.
Oh, man, this is
really bad.
I'm looking for an adjective. I've said brutal a lot lately. I don't want to use that.
Let's use some fancy words.
I'm kind of at a loss for it just because...
Really, really, really bad. How about that one?
That's a pretty good one. Yeah. To just say the same adjective over and over, that's good.
Yeah.
Incredible damage. That's another
Incredible
one.
damage.
Yeah.
Terrible damage.
Terrible damage.
Terrible damage. The Dustin Browder.
That one works.
Terrible damage.
Yeah.
I like that one.
But, yeah, this is... It's, like, kind of surprising the way that this has gone so far, to be honest. Like, Soulkey's very good, but this wasn't Soulkey being a god that forced this.
Yeah, this is just MarineKing not really able to keep it together.
Yeah.
Even when you saw the worker transfer, it looks like there's not enough here to defend.
Well, now we come up with a lot of speed banes here, and, well, they're going to destroy this mineral line pretty heavily, and...
That actually should
That's all
be...
she wrote for that expo.
This should be the point where Terran can't recover. If he loses that command center, which he does, you basically can't recuperate from here. Zerg on 4 bases against Terran on 2 with the command center being lost. Zerg can take a 5th very easily. Well, we might even need to talk about that. He's just going to run in here and kill everything.
Yeah.
And a lot of this is just due to MarineKing making some bad plays, controlling poorly throughout this game.
Yeah, his initial...
Then when the big attack actually came to...
His initial harassment was like...
outnumbered him.
It was weak, right? It didn't really do anything. And the thing is, when you go for a 2-base muta against someone who opened like Hellion Banshee, the Hellion Banshee isn't going to generally do anything. But still, you know, I guess in that way, Soulkey got a good end of a build order. But for everything that's happened since then, it shouldn't have quite looked like that, you know?
Yeah. Now there are some Broad Widow mines here. And he's going to come up here now. I don't know, man. I don't see any way that MarineKing recovers.
No, probably not.
Pretty brutal. He does manage to push him up there onto the high ground, but...
50 SCVs dead. Yeah, GG.
There it is.
Okay, well, that was like Soulkey gone in the ladder game or something.
Yeah, exactly. For our first game today, that didn't look like much of a GSL matchup.
No.
Yeah, I guess you said it best. It looked like a ladder game. It did look like a ladder game.
MarineKing's better than that, for sure. Like, MarineKing's way better than what we just saw there.
The coach is going in there.
He's like, hey, I'm a fan. Can I get an autograph? Yeah. He's like, oh, my God, why are you in my booth? Coach Choya there trying to help him out.
Yeah, Choya also a player in the GSL Code S in the early days. Turned into a coach.
That's right.
He's actually got to the Final 4.
Yeah, he was one of the cheesiest Protosses. He was really
a lot of
aggressive.
2-base powering as well.
Bosses all-ins and stuff.
We did see Choya go in there. I don't know how good my lip reading is in Korean, but I believe I actually saw his mouth ask him if he was cold.
Okay, maybe.
He's cold, so it looks like he has a hot pack in there now. Sometimes players get, first of all, it's freaking freezing out here in Seoul. Now is a better time than ever in Seoul to be playing computer games. But a lot of players hate playing with cold hands.
Yeah, it sucks.
And
The only player ever documented on record liking to be playing cold is Jelizer.
oh yeah, that's right. He did say that. So we did see he has a hot pack in there now. I don't know if that was given to him by Choya, but we'll see how he does this
You
time
need
around.
more than a hot pack to beat Soulkey. He's going to have to play a whole hell of a lot better. Like, even if your hands are cold, the way that his units were just all over the place and stuff, I'm like, oh, man.
But you know what, Artosis, that could be a sign that his hands were cold when you just can't control stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's
That's
possible that was the... I mean, we'll see. I don't know. But it was a sloppier game from MarineKing than what we're used to seeing. That much is for sure. And if I'm Soulkey, I am thinking 100% this is a 2-0 I'm going to get out of this series on top.
You know, when I used to do lands during the winter up in New Hampshire in that area, Northeast,
Yeah.
I would actually bring mittens to the event and go to the bathroom
Did
before
you know the
every
tournaments
match.
that we played in? I'm trying to remember if I ever saw you with mittens. I don't think
You didn't see me with them, but I would go to the bathroom as well and run my hands under hot water.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart.
But it's little tricks you got to do, man. Like, I mean, they have hot packs here. They didn't have those back then, as far as I know. But
Yeah, the hot pack thing is pretty new, right? Do they
Yeah,
have
I
those
think
in the
so.
States now? I haven't seen hot packs before until we got to Korea.